Wow, 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 wow. Boom, shdoom, shboodoo, doodoo, doop, doop, boop, shboodoo, boodoo, boop, doop, doop, boop, shboodoo, shboodoo, shboop, doop, doop, boop.
Whatever we do, change is coming. It's coming with the implosion of our imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond actively? Will we learn
To speak to the world with a new humility. Structures within our own communities for sustainability. How will we continue to live in illusion?
And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
And he's motherfucking back. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready for whatever comes next, my friend. It's gonna be a wild ride. Just buckle up. Get yourself together. Get your pants on. Put your jacket on. Everybody knows that I'm a crazy guy, but I like to make my moves and save me my. yourmom.com .kizom jizzabizabizzo if you got the Lizzo. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is happening? What is going on today? Lots of stuff. I wonder if I've waited long enough to let people try to pile into this piece of garbage. Now I'll wait for a little bit longer. Gotta hit him with the full intro. It's all a dream. Everything that you're looking at is made up and fake and gay, and it's not even real, so don't even worry about it. Or is it? I don't know. But what I do, I guess I should make some sort of argument. The argument that I'm making is when we evaluate tactics, strategies, and actions, the question we ask is, does it create a more horizontal distribution of power or not?
ourselves in acting according to our consciences.
Now.
No matter what people call us, what we do, in such a way that others will feel entitled to do the same.
Yes. Yes. Here we are back again for the best worst show on the internet. That's right. Here we go. We got the full 5 to 10 minute long intro that everybody hates. Gotta have that. Can't be the best worst at anything if you don't got that shit. Does my mic sound okay? Can you hear me? Because I don't give a shit if you can't. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Griftcast IRL, the best worst show on the internet. Today, I'll be your host, Manuel Chavez the third, or the turd, depending on how you know me. And do I have some shit for you today. So, yes, I haven't done a show in a while. You may be asking yourself, what was I doing? And I'm just going to come out with it and say, you know what? I was working with the Mossad. They have this thing going on with the CIA. So I've been having to cross streams and do all this other bullshit. So I haven't had enough time for you guys. You know, when I'm out there running ops for the government and stuff. God, who's going to clip that? Somebody's going to clip that. I just put that out there because somebody wanted to clip it. Will they believe it? I don't know. Look at me. Would you believe it? You wouldn't believe it because that's not what I've been doing. No, I've just been working and shit. And honestly, I've been playing Rust and I just, you know, I've just been kind of saving up. I needed a break. I don't know what it is, but then I look back at the history of me live streaming and I have colloquially always taken the summer off. You know, I've always like chilled it back during this time because I've always fucked some shit up or, you know, done something bad and pissed everybody off, but that's okay. You know, I'm too busy running government ops, hanging out in chat rooms and group chats, listening to people talk about booties and shit. I'm pretty sure that all of this shit is just a ploy to, what would you even call that? It's just all a ploy to just like waste my time. Or whatever. Either that or it's a dating room. I'm pretty sure that they're like chat rooms for dating or whatever. Be like, God damn, y'all, you guys are always trying to get me fucking hooked up. So, anyways, what's up? I guess I should say hello to those people in the chat out there that, you know, cared enough to actually show up. Well, thank you. Welcome. Anyways, what's going on? Squigglesman Jr., nice to see you. What's up, Joey Sixfinger-ish? I don't even know who the fuck that is, but what's going on? He's back. I mean, what? What do you mean I'm back? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What's up? How's it going, Griftcast? Honk! Wait, that's me. Anyways, what's going on to James Rice? How you doing out there, James Rice? Nice to see you. And Lone Dodgism. Lone Dodgism, it is good to see you too. Nice little small group of people over here for me to hang out with. That's fine, but that's okay. That's all right. I ain't done this in a while, so obviously numbers are going to be small. I just can't come out the gate running and being like, send me money, give me money now. Because I don't even know what I would be using the money for. Paying off my car? I mean, I can't smoke weed anymore, but, you know, I don't know. You guys can think of something or whatever, you know. What I expect, though, ducats. This is the Griftcast. How am I supposed to be a grifter if I'm not seeing money just getting thrown all over in my face and shit? How am I supposed to bang out Lauren Southern like the rest of the motherfuckers on the internet if I don't have any cash? Ask me this. Riddle me that, Batman. Okay? Riddle me that, Batman. God, I got the deep cut jokes today. That's not a deep cut. I'm not Andrew Tate. I don't essay girls allegedly, but you know what? We have a lot of allegedly, some not allegedly. There's just been a lot of crap that's been happening. I've just been saving it up. I've been like savoring it. But no, you know me. I don't like to sit there and make video after video about the drama because then I would truly be a grifter and I would truly have something to hide. But obviously, I'm the only live streamer that shared his bank accounts and his emails and puts everything out there all publicly. So don't ever send me any shit unless you want to get fucked with. Anyways. Wait the fuck? Libby Shaw! Oh shit, dude. Don't let Doug Stewart see that shit, dude. He's gonna flip his out. He's gonna be like, why is that girl up in there? What the fuck is going on over there? Where's Neil Rauhauser? Is he hiding in the fucking bushes? Is he hiding in the fucking bushes? No. Holy shit, we got some money! I love money! What's going on? What's up, dude? Squiggles? Mick Jr. sending in the ducats, making the Griftcast what it is, a grift. I appreciate you. Look at that, dude. Making $5 already off the gate. And I even told you guys shit. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that money. Anyways, I'm seriously not a grifter though. I just like having fun. And that's what this is. It's me having fun. So woo! Triple Crown, nice to see you. What's up, my friend? What's up? Dude, Libby Shaw, she runs government ops, I hear, or whatever. She runs government ops. She's like real bad dude. She's always like stalking people on the internet and stuff. You gotta watch out for that chick in the chat. You know, what the fuck, dude? Watch the fuck out. We don't know enough about her. I don't know. They invited me into some DM group on Twitter or whatever that I'm not going to show you because that shit is definitely not safe for work or whatever. These people are fucking wild, bro. There's all these ops and shit. What? I'm a op now? I'm a op now? Huh? No, I'm just popular, apparently. I'm not that popular. I'm like sandpaper or people like me most of the time. They just don't get the genius, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay though. I try to do as best as I can. But yeah, what say to Fago money so you can sextort me? What the fuck, bro? What do you think? I'm sending money to bitches on the internet? When the fuck have I ever done that? I mean, all right, well, I have done that before or whatever, but the bitch was fine. I wanted to see those titties, and you know what? I was a young man. I was a younger man. Okay, it was like last year. But you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People do what it is they're going to do. We got Doozle from Twitch. We got somebody from Twitch in the chat. Holy shit. We ain't seen that in forever. What's up, dude? Yes, Trump is on a list. He's on the shit list. He's on the Epstein list. He's on the list of people the Democrats don't like. He's probably on Schindler's List. I don't fucking know. He's on the loves Israel more than the fucking America list. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But I guess that's a good segue to start talking about shit. Because, I mean, holy fuck is the reality here. Yeah, it just really is fucked up. Dude, I had Manis post a fucking Twitter thread for me, but now it just won't fucking do it, bitch ass. Bitch ass motherfucker. Come on, I had you do this for shit for me yesterday. I just need you to go on to Twitter and go post that shit. That's all you had to do. Did you post it? Oh, it did actually posted it. It posted it. Oh wow, and I can even see my thing. My AI has a fucking web browser. No, it didn't post it. You motherfucker, why won't you post this shit? Fucking China. I got you to post the legal mindset thread, motherfucker. But you're not going to post the pirate software shit? That's a bridge too far for you, AI, motherfucker? Anyways, it's fine. It's cool. It's whatever, dude. I don't care. I don't care. I do my best. It's a live show. If you don't like it, you can eat. You can eat it. Anyways. There's no L in my name. Doozito. I'm just going to call you Dooz because Dooz I3. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck what your name is, to be perfectly honest with you. Whatever. Anyways, don't buy titties unless you get to touch them. You know what, Squeeze Jr.? I don't think a smarter thing has been said in this chat in a long time. Dooz says, I voted for Trump, but he knew he was on an Epstein Ireland pod before. Or Epstein Israel pod before. He's still better than Kamala. Yeah, I agree he's still better than Kamala, but I could still be pissed. That's what I could say. I could still be pissed. Oh, and you know what? I had Manis post out a whole entire situation about this, investigating it or whatever, because, you know, I like to use AI to do real cool shit. But yeah, it actually analyzed my post and went and posted them for me. So I can show you the computer right here. It got a whole fucking thread of claims and it even says your post was sent. So it's like, why won't it post the shit about Pirate Software? Pirate Software is a bridge too far, you son of a bitch. Anyways. So yeah, if I go into the Manis computer and I start looking at what was said about that, I mean, I had Manis compile a whole list. God damn, motherfucker, what's taking so long? All right. Anyways. Oh, that's right. It was GenSpark that I did all the research on. So yeah. Anyways, I went through GenSpark and I had it do an expert analyses with 9 different sources that was cited on the 13th. Just because I wanted to get a lot of information about this situation. And I mean, I don't understand. Trump went from being like, yeah, Epstein's a bad dude. We should prosecute everybody that was on the island to, nah, man, the Democrats made that shit up. Which doesn't make any goddamn sense. No matter who the hell should. I don't care who you are. It's a cover-up. It's like Deuce says. It's a fucking cover-up. Cover up! Goddamn cover up! Are you shitting me? The Democrats made it? Like, what? Huh? I don't get it. What's up, Mr. Blacksmith? Then there's that D Bloomsand guy. Yeah, you probably like that, dude. 30 days, bro. 30 days it took to get that bitch in jail. That's like a new record for me. Anyways, so Trump's baseless allegations and shit. Where do we even start with all of this stuff? I mean, the DOJ says there's no evidence of an incriminating client list that could implicate high-profile individuals on Epstein Island. What? Somebody named Grilled Salmon just donated a $1.99? Yeah. And you know what, Grilled Salmon, you are correct. It does make Trump look very motherfucking guilty. That is a guilty ass motherfucker right there. Like, I don't even know. So you don't want to release the list and the list doesn't exist. So the little black book and all that other bullshit that we saw posted to the internet that was most definitely not posted by the Democrats is now fake? Yeah, I ain't gonna believe that. Sorry, bro. Nope. No, sir. What? Like, seriously? And how everybody is flipped. I've seen all these Trump bots on Twitter and all these other fucking places. Like, oh yeah, it's okay. Like, they took out the chip. Like, I used to use that meme for Democrats, but now I gotta use it for Republicans. That's a little bit wild if you ask me, okay? That's a little bit wild if you ask me. All right. God damn. And you know what, Mr. Blacksmith, you did say that shit 3 months ago. That was pretty prescient of you, you motherfucker. So I appreciate everything that you're doing at it. But yes, Squigglesman Jr., it definitely makes them look like idiots. What's going on, Harry? Nice to see you. What's good, CV? Oh, it's a pleasure that you got in here for us. How's it going to Yobi? Oh my God, fucking Victoria, great day. Don't even mention it. Don't even fucking bring it up. Anyways, nice to see you, though. Appreciate you being here, you son of a bitch. You fucking government op, you. Anyways, maybe I'm wrong about that one or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that's Limbo. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. But whatever, I don't give a fuck. So, yes, controversial, baseless allegations from Donald Trump on July 12th, 2024. Lots of growing criticism coming about of it because it, and I mean, like, it's like, like, what the fuck, dude? How is this even possible? How are people okay with this? How is this the thing that just happened? Like, what the fuck? Shit don't make no goddamn sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense to anybody, especially me. It definitely don't make no goddamn sense to me. It's not the thing that I even thought was going to be coming out, but, you know, it ain't no lie, bro. Like, here's the Republicans today blocking the release of the Epstein files. $2 weeks, be patient. 2 weeks for what? Till people get thrown in jail? Yeah, that's pretty wild. They're not going to release the files. Even the Republicans are voting to not release the files. It's just kind of outrageous and crazy when you really come to think about it. The whole thing doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. I mean, even the AI is looking at the whole situation like, yeah, he's making all these baseless allegations. Like, I was with him for a long time, but like, nah, man. Like, you serious, bro? Like, and it's not just there. The GOP unanimously denying it. Yeah. Yeah. Also, why would the Clintons make up stuff like that of themselves? What's up, J.R. What's up, Ray? It's my boy, Riggs. And then, damn, dude, we got $5 Canadian. We got some of that maple syrup money, baby. I like that maple syrup money. What's up, the Bob Inc? We all know why he doesn't want them released now. He's got to see who's in the file. That's right. That's right. He's seen what's in the files. He knows who's in the files. And now he knows that he can't release the files because him and his boys be in that shit. And there's really nothing else that you can say about it. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to deduce from this. Correct? I mean, how am I misdeducing? Am I incorrectly surmising the situation? Because, I mean, it's crazy. He claimed that they created the Epstein files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton Christopher Steele dossier that was used on me. Who's fucking they? Were the Democrats? And then he says Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, James Cody, John Brennan, and various other Biden administration officials made it up? Huh? Like, what part? The whole thing? The part about you? The part about this? Like, none of that makes any goddamn sense, sir. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a video of him saying this. Well, here's a video, too. What's going on with my boys and girls? The perfect administration, the laptop from hell, the Russian intelligence hoax. They created the FBI files just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton Christopher Steele dossier they used on me. So you're saying that NGOs like Cambridge Analytica and a bunch of other ones created all that shit? It was all fake? Because, like, I researched all that shit without any of them, and they're like, it's seriously. What about this right here? Like, the Epstein files phase 1, where they invited all these chosen retards over to the White House and Zionists to basically tell us all that there's nothing. I mean, you got fucking Scott Bressler, you got that Chaya Raychick person. I'm pretty sure she's on OAM, but her name escapes me. I don't know who this cum bubble is, but I mean, whatever. He's obviously somebody from. He's obviously making gay, to be honest. Making gay, making gay. Yeah, it's like that video is just not even around anymore. Wait, is this it? Squiggles Big Jr., he knows what you mean. Yeah, whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. I don't know, it seems like the same video posted a couple of times. Is this the one? Oh, it just has the words over it. Your OBS isn't feeding through the dead air? Oh, isn't it? I don't know. This show's not fucking perfect, bro. Let me see if I can fix it. Beep, beep, beep. Let's try it again.
They were made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden.
The bars were going.
And we went through years of that.
The bars were going.
Russia hoax. With all of the different things that we had to go
I don't know,
through,
dude.
We've gone through years of it.
I didn't live stream fucking months, dude.
Well,
what the fuck?
and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible.
You paid for this garbage. You gotta pay for this garbage.
She's given us
Doozle, you can't tell me shit unless you send me money. You don't understand how the. Oh, he's on the Mango though. But it's showing the sound on the clips and saying it. It's got the little bars. Like, look.
I would say that these files were made up by Comey. They were made up by Obama. They were made up by Comey.
They were made up by Obama.
We went through years of that.
We went through years of that.
Russia hoax. With all of the different things that we had to go through, we've gone through years of it.
Settings.
But she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks
no
is credible,
she should release. Noise suppression.
She's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things.
Yeah, Obama did have a really expensive hot dog party, but hot dogs for Portillo's are expensive, bro. So, think about that. And then, like, what they got was a hot dog party for Portillo's. So, like, Portillo's has a staff over there. They got like a whole fucking shit thing, and they charge a bunch of money for that shit. I mean, it's actually kind of dope, but like, notice how they didn't mention Pizzagate.
Credible files related to Mr. Epstein. Are you
I'm good now. Oh, thanks, Deepu.
Our memo speaks for itself, and
I don't know, man. It's a live show. The shit's fucking broken. How am I supposed to test that before I go live? I don't know. See the barcode. I thought
we'll get back to you on anything else. I haven't seen all of his statements today. Thank you.
To respond to the MAGA base that has expressed a lot of frustration about it.
We're going to fight to keep America safe again, and we're fighting together as a team. That's what's so important right now. We've got a war on drugs. We've got a war on human trafficking. We've got cartels in this country, and we are going to do. We've got foreign adversaries around this world as well, and we're all going to work together as a team to fight to keep America safe again. And I can tell you that's what we're all committed to.
Disruption at the leadership of DOJ and the FBI with your relationship with Dan Bongino that is affecting the operations of
No, I'm not going to talk about personnel matters. No, I was with Director Patel all morning and...
Wait, we have breaking news in the chat. Victoria Greyjoy says, she's blonde, she's beautiful, and I smash Puka. I don't know if he's claiming that he smashed, but if he did, I don't fucking believe it. You're a fucking liar. There's no fucking evidence. You better fucking come out and tell me now. But that's all right. I completely forgot I could do this with the comments. Hello, Virginia Olsen. Nice to see you. What a time to be alive. Look here. No, look here. Yeah, seriously, this is the craziest time to be alive. Like, I don't understand what is happening. Like, they've spent the last years, since 2017, I've been talking about this situation and trying to get answers about the Epstein situation. We've gotten all of the shit compiled together. We've made videos. We've seen the books. We've seen the evidence. We've seen the unredacted evidence. And now they're all telling us that this shit isn't real. Virginia Griftcast, one of the accusers of Epstein, just randomly, mysteriously ended up dead. And they said it was like a yeah, whatever. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm pretty sure she got off. I don't know. I ain't got no evidence on that. That's just the feeling that I got. So, like, seeing all this happen now, and it's like, wow, dude, this is not the same Trump that we saw before. I mean, now he's just like, he was all about, like, trying to expose this Epstein shit. Now he doesn't want to talk about it? Oh, yeah, it's a big nothing burger. Yeah, you guys are dumb.
We are committed to keeping America safe, making a...
Yes, sir, no cap. Fucking cap, motherfucker. I better see you sending me a picture. You better send me a picture of you and her standing next to each other. I don't fucking believe that shit. Cap! Cap! Fuck it. Cap! For all you young people, cap is slang that originated in African American vernacular and is commonly mean to use or used to mean lying or making a false statement. The term capping refers to deliberately lying, while stop capping or no capping is requesting someone to stop lying. Yeah. That's a wild story. I don't know. Fucking cat, bro. Cat, motherfucker. Cat. You son of a bitch. So, yeah. I don't like it. I don't like anything that I'm hearing about it. And the more and more that I look at it, it just lacks factual basis. I mean, these allegations that he's making have literally zero fucking foundation in anything. Like, unless he's trying to say that I'm working for the Democrats and I'm a part of all of this fucking nonsense, because that was a pretty organic thing that happened that was outside of the news media, and the news media was consistently trying to downplay the situation the entire time that it was happening, only for it to flip on the script. Fuck you, suck a dick, get out of my fucking face. Holy shit. You gotta be joking, bro. You gotta be joking. I mean, the investigations into Epstein's activities began years earlier, and the files in question were generated by federal law enforcement agencies conducting legitimate criminal investigations, not political operatives at all. I mean, the DOJ memo explicitly states that investigators concluded or conducted digital searches of its databases, hard drives, and network drives, as well as physical searches of squad areas, lock cabinets, desk closets, and other areas where responsive material may have been stored. This systematic approach involves teams of agents, analysts, attorneys, and privacy and civil liberty experts examining the evidence, not a political appointee fabricating documents. So, the claim just don't make no fucking sense, okay? It don't make no sense. And I agree with you, Squiggle. They probably got something on him. I mean, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. But D-Booma, you're trying to get half of my grift money? What? No way, bro. That's my money, bro. That's Lunchy's money. You're taking money out of Lunchy's mouth. Whatever. Anyways, Virginia Olsen. I think Trump realized he could use those pictures and info to make them vote for when he wants to get certain bills to be passed. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. And honestly, the mega base revolt is here, right? Like, Trump's handling of the Epstein file issue has generated unprecedented criticism, even from Trump, and it's coming from his own fucking base. Like, it's not coming from the Democrats this time, it's coming for us. I mean, they even talk about how TPUSA students and action summits in Tampa, thousands of Trump supporters demonstrated their dissatisfaction with Attorney General Pam Bondi's handling of the case. When conservative commentator Megyn Kelly asked the crowd to choose between Bondi or Bongino, the response was unanimous. Bongino. Charlie Kirk said that was probably 7,000 people. Huh. And yeah, maybe a lot of the files were made during the last term in office for Trump, but then there's a whole ass load of files from Florida. Florida's a sunshine state with sunshine laws. You can subpoena the records from Florida and get information, and all that paints the very same picture that they're now trying to tell us doesn't fucking exist anymore, which doesn't make any fucking crazy. And it's really gone to a head. People want to get rid of Pam Bondi over this shit. They want the appointment of a special counsel to investigate the Epstein case. They would like an establishment of a January 6th style committee to investigate Epstein associates. They want the deployment of FBI agents to serve warrants on all alleged Epstein associates and the complete release of all remaining documents. And yeah, do you really think we're going to get it? It says conservative commentator Jack Posobiec captured the sentiment of many supporters saying, "I will not rest until we go full Jan 6 committee on the Epstein files. Every single client involved should have an FBI agent at their door going after them the same way they went after the J6ers." Which, I don't agree with him very often, but he's Trump's golden boy, and hearing him be on the other side of things and shit just kind of seems like he's almost trying to placate the masses, if you ask me. But nobody's really asking me, I'm just telling you. I mean, they said Bongino tried to resign or threatened to resign. We got everybody doing damage control and shit. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. doesn't make any sense. And it's just a bunch of broken promises. During the campaign, we heard a lot of bullshit about this, and guess what? They just fucked us. There's been disappointment since February when Pond Bundy said, I have the list sitting on my desk to review. And then all of a sudden, nothing. So 6 months straight of fucking garbage. So, Epstein's black book with all of his contacts already got released, as the Blawbank is saying. We showed you that on the show, and none of this makes any sense. Yeah, none of it makes any sense. Jack isn't genuine. He says DeFanco's disinformation. He can take his rubbish of Bitcoin and shove it up his ass. That's what I gotta say. Shove it up his ass. And I mean, there are supplementary videos. Like, my AI is very thorough. It tells me a lot of information about these things. Researching topics now is very, very, very fun, I have to say. Because I have lots of topics. Although it's pissing me off that it's saying, I see how I've got posts. I attempted to post on Twitter, but it's not working. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm telling my AI what to do. There you go. Let's try that one again. See how many fucking credits I burn on that shit. Doesn't matter. So, where do we go from here with the Trump thing? I mean, I don't know, dude. He's the president. He ain't gonna be the president again. At this point, I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck. It's just like, so many times we've been shat on in this situation. You, me, everybody else in the public, people that voted for him. It's just like, he flipped. So he obviously flipped. They either have information on him or he's just fucking stupid. And there's really nothing else to say. I mean, he was never the genius in the first place, and this whole situation has fucky written all over it. Like, straight fucky. This shit is straight fucky. And you know what? I'm using fucky because there's really no other way that you could put anything together on that one. And that's just like crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, since D Boomsan is in here, I wanted to bring up something that he had posted because I had originally had brought up some information about this person named Madison Marquette or Mad Maddie, or this really, really crazy like grifter person that has been existing on the internet. And it's just really funny because, like, I didn't even find out about this person till straight up like a month ago. And she's like a Jesse Cesspool. I'm a, SRA victim. Save me, pay me money so I can save the children type LARPers. I mean, how many of these have we fucking looked at over the years? Too fucking many. Too fucking many. But I remember talking to D-Boom about this girl, and then she was running around calling me a pedophile, saying that she was going to put a lien on my house. And I was just like, well, I don't even have a house, so you can't put a lien on it. Suck a dick. But yeah, apparently she just got arrested. Yep, she got arrested. And yeah, we got the Comal County Jail booking where they busted her ass. And it says that they booked her on 7-Eleven. She got picked up on 7-Eleven by the United States Marshal Service. Yes, Madison Ray Hendricks for fraudulent findings of financial statements, retaliation, and harassment. And it all seems to stem from a lady on Facebook where she basically filed a fraudulent lien on her house in retaliation of it, and it was harassment. So that's kind of how it all, works together. But, this is a situation that I thought was pretty wild because here's her picture. There's her picture. There's her picture right there. Let's look that up. White female, blonde or strawberry hair with green eyes. She's a bombshell, 5'8", 240 fucking pounds. God damn. This bitch is built like a Mack truck, motherfucker. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. But yeah, dude, this bitch was just like crazy, dude. So, you know, I sent a text to a dear old friend of mine, Mr. Ken Paxton, because, you know, I had a favor to call in, and I just was like, I sent him a bunch of information about this bitch. I was like, please tell me that you guys are like doing something about this shit. She's filing like fraudulent liens on people's property and shit like that. She's like the internet grifter that says that she's saving the children and stuff. I was like, so please tell me that you guys are like looking into this bitch. And that was on 6/11. That's year. That was on 6/11. That was when I found out about this bitch. And now, for a fact, we know 7/11 bitch is in jail. Now, did I do anything? Can I take credit for it? Absolutely fucking not. Cannot take credit for it. But it is a coincidence, very coincidental situation there that, I mean, shit happens, bro. Shit happens, and then you get put out for, what does that say? $500,000 search bond, $500,000 search bond, $500. So that's like, damn, that's $1 million plus bond. So even if she were to try to bond out with money, that would mean that she would need somewhere in the range of a little over $100,000, because that's 10% of the bond to put up just to get out of prison. And as far as it seems right now, she's not able to actually put up any money on it. But I mean, I didn't even really get a chance to talk about this bitch at all. I think we discussed her just very briefly, but she went 0 to 3,000 on me in less than a day, and she was like up this bit. She was up D Boom Sand's ass for weeks, right? Probably longer than that, actually. She called one of my uncles and one of my aunts. Maximum nutcase. Oh, she was also threatening to swat him, file liens on his property because of her trademark or some shit. I mean, the whole fucking thing is just like the wildest of the West. Okay? I mean, the internet is the Wild West, but, you know, D-Boom. This is D-Boom Sand, by the way.
I am so excited for this Digital Samurai short. This is also breaking news. Breaking freaking news. Digital Samurai news. Digital Samurai short. Whatever you want to call it. Dorian D-Boom-san, the Digital Samurai for Truth, is in the house.
Digital Samurai for Truth.
Really good news. Take a look at that. Take a nice good look. Take a little screenshot, if you will. Slap it on there. Because Madison of many names, in this case, Madison Ray Hendricks, better known in the Truther movement as Madison Marquette, who thinks she has a trademark on her name and nobody can use it or say it or whatever it is.
Which is fucking hilarious, because there's literally a company called Madison Marquette. Right? And, like, what the fuck?
Anyways, was booked into the Como County Jail on 7/11/2025. Only a matter of days as of this reporting. Today is July 15th as I'm reporting this, and she was arrested on fraudulent filing of Finn's statement, retaliation, and harassment. So I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to, down below, wherever I post this video, I'm going to post it freaking everywhere. But I'm going to post the actual booking. So here we go. I know it's really small. Let me see what.
Nah, dude, it's fine. You get excited when you bust a big fat. You get excited when you bust a big fat nut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, girl.
But I got it on the screen here. Let me put myself down here. I think we'll be good. And I will pull it up even closer. This is in Como County Jail in Texas. And as you can see there, booked and all that kind of stuff on 7/11.
Yeah, we already fucking saw this.
Specifics, but what I learned is that yes, he is on that case. She's facing 2 felony charges. I didn't put those false liens and all that crap on me. I was given his information by another woman that was trying to sue her, that was a neighbor. And I just spoke with him not that long ago. I was too excited to ask specifics, but what I learned is that yes, he is on that case. She's facing 2 felony charges. I don't know the specifics of those, but I have just brought to his attention that her grift minions are already raising money for her and phrasing it in a way where she is in a dire situation and she is fighting evil. And it's all for his glory, you know what I'm saying? So these complicit people, this one being, at least using the name Michelle, they are...
Yeah, don't donate to the Grifter. Send the money to fucking me. I like money. I could use it to buy lunchy steaks.
Are already raising emergency funds. So, let me pull that up, and I will also link to this down below, not so you can give to them, but so you can turn it in. I don't know if Give, Send, Go gives a rip, but this is the emergency Give, Send, Go that has been...
Hello, this is Madison's friend Michelle, admin on her page. Madison is sorting out a dire situation, unfortunately needs emergency funds to do so. I'm sorry I can't share more details. She'll share what she can when things are resolved. She is the one of the only people I know who has the courage to combat pure evil in this world. Whatever you contribute is appreciated. Please pray for Yahweh to make a way for his glory.
Set up to help fight this, right. And it's fraudulent. It's just BS because she is not combating pure evil in the world. She is facing, finally, some of her crimes. And this is just...
Oh, you called the Michelle Moss character and left her a nice voicemail? I bet you didn't leave her a nice voicemail. I think I saw that shit. You were like giggling and fucking shit. Like a little bitch.
You should understand there are people that want to extradite her.
That's not good. Is it that one? No, it was like one of these ones. He had a bunch of these things posted all over the fucking place. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, you know, how that happens. People get arrested. People go to jail for fucking putting up fraud. There's the fraudulent Give, Send, Go right there. Like, yeah, she's sorting out an emergency. It's dire. Nah, bitch. She got arrested for putting fake liens on people's houses. Because she's a fucking dumbass. Like, she ain't getting out of this situation, girl. You ain't getting out of this situation, girl. You're just gonna fucking deal with that shit for a while. I mean, seriously, she's already raised $2,635 on this shit. Somebody donated 20 minutes ago $300 fucking dollars. Let me tell you, the grift is good, baby. The grift is still good. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy, like how much money people are putting down. And you got people putting money up all over the place, saying that they're praying for it shit. I might go donate a $1 donation just so I can talk some shit, and then set up a bot, put like $100 on it, so it does it every couple of little bit. So like whenever it's not on the page, it reposts it. Yeah, that would be fucking hot, bro. That would be fucking hot. And that's not even like the craziest thing that's happened today, because we've been going through other stuff. I've been keeping an eye on some legal drama that has been coming up. Legal drama. Yes, legal drama. There's been a lot of legal drama from Nick Rekieta to Monograph. Did you guys hear that Monograph dropped the lawsuit on fucking Nick? Finally dropped the lawsuit. He said that he didn't have enough money to move forward. And I mean, I guess that's a win for Nick Rekieta, the guy that had to put a mortgage on his house, sell his house, got arrested for cocaine, had to plead guilty to cocaine, and now is serving community service and cannot do any drugs or any type of alcohol, lest he go back to jail and then have to face the fullness of his fines. But yeah, totally, Nick Rekieta won. No fucking Nick Rekieta L, bro. Or W, bro. Nick Rekieta W. What else happened in Nick Rekieta's life? I heard that Aaron was convicted of revenge porn, and then he got a TRO or an HRO against Nick Rekieta, and that's waiting to be playing out. So, like, there's still some fucking juice over there in that situation, but I mean, obviously, Homeboy's never going to be to his full glory, And all of his weird sycophantic orbiters are just going to basically be there while the thing's dying, which is hilarious. But, you know, you got to give Nick Rekieta the rare W, right? But, you know, honestly, you also have to give Monograph the W, because obviously Monograph's whole situation in this was never to win, I don't think. I think his whole situation was just to make sure that the litigation would go far, and then all it seems that Nick did was get Mark Randazza to charge him a bunch of money to make a bunch of bullshit filings to waste the time of the court and Monograph's lawyer to the point where he couldn't pay the money. So yeah, I guess he beat Monograph with money per se, but it's not like Nick is spending his own money, number one. Number two, his car's still not registered, and he has all those parking tickets and shit. And irregardless, he still owes Monty $300. Still owes Monty $300. Even out of all of that. So with all that crap to be even said, it makes me laugh because one person that's in the orbit of that situation is a guy called Legal Mindset, or Andrew Dadesky, or Dadesky, or what, I don't know how to fucking say it, bro. But I had the AI post a thread about him, and it's been doing, relatively well, to the point where I actually had some people that were trying to debunk the information that I had AI post to the internet, right? And like debt collectors and records and everything else that was showed through. This is all information that we've told you about from before this. And I think the only reason that this guy was even relevant in the first place is because he's been making incessant videos about the Johnny Somali situation. Because, as we know, Andrew Esquire, or Andrew Dadesky, or whatever, he fled the country. Well, it seems that he fled the country because he had a bunch of lawsuits that were being filed against him because he wasn't paying for his bills, for his credit cards and other things. But the story gets a little bit weirder because we already kind of know all of this stuff. We know what his Florida bar number is, 117-586. We know his name's Andrew Clifford Dadesky. We know that he's been giving people legal advice on the internet for a really long time. But the thing that we had never heard of before was an anonymous victim coming forward with very disturbing allegations that were kind of covered previously, actually. There was posts that ended up in my paste bin that we did discuss prior to this incident that the dude might have been a pedo, and now it seems like somebody came forward saying that they met him when she was 16 to 17 on Tinder, and he was 30, and he knew she was in high school. Apparently, she filed police reports with the authorities, and yeah. And all of this seems to be even running up because there was this whole situation with this guy, Legal Mindset, and I actually had the AI put together a podcast for you. So I'm going to have you listen to it now. It's about 5 minutes.
Welcome to Deep Dive, the podcast where we explore the stories behind the headlines. Today we're examining the complicated and really troubling case of the popular YouTube channel, The Legal Mindset.
Right. If you follow internet culture, you've likely come across his videos. He presents himself as Andrew Esquire. A lawyer offering these calm, measured legal takes on chaotic internet drama. He's built a significant following, especially for his in-depth coverage of the infamous streamer Johnny Somali. But the story has taken a really sharp turn. The focus is no longer on the people he covers.
Right.
It's on the man himself. His real name is Andrew Clifford Dadesky, and he is, in fact, an attorney licensed by the Florida bar. But the first strange detail?
What's that?
He's not in Florida.
Wait a second.
He's been broadcasting from South Korea.
And that move overseas, it seems to be a critical part of this story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, research has uncovered that Dadesky has multiple debt collection lawsuits filed against him in the U.S. from major banks like Wells Fargo and Truist. I mean, we're talking about significant sums of money.
The court records they're quite telling. They show repeated failures to serve him with legal papers.
Wow.
With notes like, defendant cannot be located.
And this happened right around the time he moved to Asia.
Oof.
It really paints a picture of someone, well, potentially fleeing their financial obligations.
Which is a serious issue for any professional, but especially a lawyer.
Exactly.
Yeah, however, the financial problems have now been overshadowed by far more grave allegations. A recent documentary by YouTuber Alex Novell, Johnny Somali and the Downfall of IRL Streaming,
Yeah, that one.
It dropped a bombshell.
The documentary,
I got you.
it includes an interview.
Start recording now. Okay. Take your time whenever you want to start, though.
Oh yeah, that's AI. That's not two people talking to each other. That's just, isn't that fucking fucked up? That's AI. Can you believe that shit? Anyways, before we go any further with there, I just wanted to play the actual Victor video. So this is Alex Novell's video. He's the guy that just put this out like 5 days ago, right? He put it out 5 days ago. I talked to him on X. He sent me over the documents that he has. I'm not gonna show them on stream just yet because I haven't actually redacted them and shit. But he shows them in the video, and I'm gonna play for you now. But it's really weird because this documentary was about Johnny Somali, right? And the only reason that Alex seems to bring up legal mindset is because he's been making so many fucking videos about the Johnny Somali situation. And this guy reached out to him to collaborate on the video, and Andrew told him to fuck off, basically. So, and who knows if it's because of the whole situation with what's-his-face, Alan Dershowitz and Alex Novell, because Alex Novell in the past has interviewed Alex Dershowitz on false pretenses, so maybe legal mindset didn't want to fall into that category. But this guy was contacted by somebody that claims the following things, and we're going to watch it. Now, you know, the verification aside is he won't give up the name of the individual, but there's already been a person doxed in association with it who seems to be not the right person, because I actually talked to that person too. So it's just all a real weird situation, because there's a Twitter account that immediately started arguing with me on my thread, telling me that the information was bunk and it was all fake, but I very quickly caught them lying, right? Like, I deduced that they had not actually gotten the files that they had said that they had gotten, and that they were probably some
legal
kind of
mindset
troll.
in particular has become a major news source for many mainstream journalists looking to cover the Johnny Somali story. I even tried to contact him for an interview before I met with Johnny in Korea. I assumed he would want to participate, especially after he told me he saw my documentary on Mr. Based. But unfortunately, he said he was too busy, which was weird to me.
Probably too busy having sex with prostitutes.
Considering he has the time to go live for multiple hours a week to talk to his audience about Johnny Somali, what could it hurt to talk to me for 20 minutes? But before I could even start to look into who Legal Mindset is, I got this phone call.
Okay, are you ready to start?
Yeah. Just remember what I said. No name, no voice, nothing that can trace back.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna start recording now. Okay.
Yeah.
No
Take your time whenever you want to start, though.
So nothing can trace back.
So, this guy, Andrew, people know him now as Legal Mindset, but when I met him, he was just this kind of cocky lawyer in Orlando.
How'd you guys meet originally?
Tinder. I was a junior in high school, 16 when we matched, but I turned 17 not long after.
And he was 30 years old?
Yeah. Which freaked me out a little, but he made it feel like it was okay. Like I was just mature for my age. I was taking AP classes, trying to graduate early. He called me ambitious. He said I had an old soul.
Did he know you were still in school when you guys started talking?
Oh, totally. I'd literally be texting him from the back of chemistry. Once I told him I had to study, and he was like, "You owe me a favor for flaking." It started with photos.
Johnny Somali is going to be the only black guy in prison.
I'd send it right away. He'd he'd get cold, like I was a disappointment. He knew exactly how to make me feel like I messed up. When I got older, around 21, 22, I started noticing how different things looked in hindsight. The way he used to talk about me, how young I was, how clean. It started to feel sick. He started pulling away when I turned 18, like I was aging out of what he liked. I tried reaching out to him at one point to make sure he deleted everything, but he blocked me on everything. I started searching online, sites, forums, stuff I wish I'd never seen, but I found a few clips, screenshots. I knew it was mine.
Did you report it to the police for revenge?
Yeah. I was living in Gainesville by then. I went to the cops with everything I had. Links, screenshots, a whole damn folder. They acted like they were taking it seriously, but nothing ever happened.
Now, initially I took this call with a grain of salt, especially considering my phone number's gone around quite a few times. Hello?
Team doxed your number, dog.
Oh, okay. Oops, never mind. I thought it said it never mind. You doxed my number.
You sent me the number in the DMs and I accidentally showed it. I'm so sorry, bro. I f***ed up.
Fucking Keemstar, bro.
But nonetheless, I
Learn
filed
to
some
crop,
FOIA requests
motherfucker.
and
Learn
waited
to
for the
crop.
police reports
Learn to crap, Keem.
to hit my inbox.
It's never not going to be funny.
So at first, all of these police reports looked pretty normal to me, but
I have the unredacted versions of the police reports. They're official.
But then I noticed something kind of suspicious. It came from a family in Orlando who had just returned home from vacation. Upon checking the locked outdoor shed behind their house, found something kind of strange. A backpack, some legal paperwork, and a cell phone. The cell phone reportedly belonged to Andrew Dudesky, also known as Legal Mindset. Even stranger than that, 4 days before the cell phone and backpack are found, Legal Mindset himself files a police report about his car being broken into, with no mention of the cell phone or backpack with paperwork going missing. Now, I'm not trying to jump to conclusions or put on a tinfoil hat here, but what if the cell phone that was found in the shed had the photos that Legal Mindset allegedly took of this underage girl on it? I just don't understand how his cell phone, backpack, and legal paperwork ended up in some random person's shed. And that he didn't report it when 4 days before he had filed a police report about stuff that had gone missing from his car. He's clearly very thorough when it comes to filing his own police reports. Why didn't he mention the phone or the backpack? The more I looked into Legal Mindset, the weirder it seemed to get.
Are people not going on dates and having sex in Korea? People are f***ing, let me tell you. Let me give you let me file my declaration here that people are going on dates and f***ing. They're definitely having sex. And if you guys want to find that out, come over and visit Seoul. We'll have a good time.
I mean, this guy has multiple tweets in support of lolicon, the art of drawn anime children. And when he's not doing that, he's spending his time collaborating with far-right anti-woke YouTubers like Myron Gaines from the Fresh and Fit podcast.
So yeah, remember when we were looking at Go East Gentlemen and reviewing the history on Legal Mindset? Because he was like, oh yeah, I'm undoxable. You already know my name. It's Andrew Esquire. And we're like, no, it's not. It's this. You are a member of the Florida Bar, but a lot of good that's doing you when you're in fucking Thailand, right? He always says he's in Korea though, which is really weird. But he was in Korea when he made those Far East videos. But I mean, he's still doing that. I mean, he's like a Florida lawyer getting people to be expats in other countries so they can fuck. Yeah. Kind of crazy. And then the whole situation with that right there is really where the first sticking point started to hit. Because if I go back to my thread on this particular situation, like you can notice that I got some comments on it. And everything that I put together was pretty much good. He claims that they'll be debunked. Like all of this stuff right here is going to be debunked. That there's no evidence for it. He calls his accusers liars like Jolly Somali. Continues making content from South Korea and refuses to redress his U.S. debt cases whatsoever. Yeah. But throughout me posting this entire thing, we actually went here and started asking some people some, because there's an account on Twitter called Johnny So Smalley that really doesn't like your boy DeFango right now because I caught him in a couple of lies. Because I asked him, where'd you find the FOIA? How much did you pay? Why'd you not post it if you're so confident in your information? And he's like, please stop. There's nothing to post. There's no police reports for any girl. Do it yourself here. Go to FOIA.gov. And it's like, if you go to FOIA.gov, if it's not a federal record, it's not going to be on there. So you could keep looking all fucking day. If you're looking for a state police case, it says right there on the fucking page of FOIA.gov that, like, you gotta go to the local authorities. So, like, first we at least know it was Orlando or Gainesville where the reports were made, but we don't actually have the name of the girl, and we would have to be looking for police reports with her on it. The fact that you would get lucky and get something off of some text that names him is literally like pretty fucking slim, right? So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but once you catch these guys lying about these things, you can kind of look at them and see how they react. And to him, he was just saying it worked for Alex Novell, whose ass that I'm kissing. I don't even know who Alex Novell is. Never seen the dude before in my life. Saw him on Keemstar. Okay, I don't know the dude fucking Adam. But what I do know is how this shit works. And I think the thing is even more interesting because he's actually been going out and telling people that it's this fucking girl. So if I go to his X account, where he's blocked me, by the way, you can see that. Yeah, blocked. So his account, he's triumphant because he got blocked by this Alex Novell character on Twitter and got reported. But he blocked me after I fucking shit cows owed his ass the same day and proved that he was fucking lying. And yeah, it's kind of crazy because he's been saying that Rachel Siegel is the person that's the anonymous person in the documentary. And for whatever reason, he doesn't have any evidence to actually connect it to. He just keeps making the claim. And I actually reached out to Thug Shaker, this person that he is saying is the person out there. But yeah, no, he's not correct. This is blatant clout chasing and liar behavior. Leave me out of your shit. Do not accuse me of untrue actions. But yeah, she's literally not the person that's there. And I even talked to Alex Novell about the situation, and he confirmed it pretty clearly. But, you know, to be clear, when you go look at Thug Shaker and some of the stuff that she's been posting, she's not exactly a character that, you know, you want. It's almost like a reverse Sam Hyde situation where this dude hates this bitch and he's just posting it. It's her, even though it's not her. But
College was super weird, Rachel. Like, he was really touchy, and he was kind of like got me
regularly when she is here, and she's the love of my life. I absolutely have never met a more intelligent.
He was really touchy, and he was kind of
verbose and passionate and booked, and
College was super weird, Rachel. Like, he was really touchy, and he was kind of like got me
regularly when she is here, and she's the love of my life. I absolutely have never met.
So yeah, they're doing some excellent sleuthing here, trying to claim that this is the chick. And they said for direct proof that Andrew Leaks colluded with Rachel Siegel, you can see that this is where it came from. But it's like, okay, I reached out to Rachel Siegel on Twitter and asked her directly if it was her or not. She denied it. Alex Novelli denies it. So first, that's like, okay, so it's probably fucking fake. But the funnier fucking thing here is that the guy doesn't actually have any evidence that it's actually her that's in the video. Like, he doesn't have anything that he can put together or put up for us to show us that it's actually the person, other than them going, oh, well, we got these two audio logs that we put together. It's the same person. No cap, you got it. But it's like, the audio is garbled and shit. Even if you tried to like reverse engineer it and shit, it still wouldn't be the same thing. Like either way, you're manipulating evidence to try to create a story. And instead, I'm using Occam's razor and deducing very simply that not only did these people not research this shit, they weren't expecting for your boy DeFango to come out of fucking retirement on this one. And I mean, it's kind of nuts, dude. We're busting heads, dude. Trump decides to go crazy and then completely shit us on the whole Epstein situation. We caught a motherfucker lying in HDTV 4K fucking about who this person is because he's got some kind of crazy hate boner and then Legal Mindset even blocked me after he read through the thread. And I know Legal Mindset's probably quaking in his boots, but all I'm just saying is that, all of this is alleged, right? There's not a lot of information that you can ascertain from here, but, if I have to actually go hit up my Florida peeps to go do some Florida shit and go directly to police departments and acquire police reports, I can. And I've even talked to this Alex guy where, he seems to be pretty straight up. I mean, he was pretty forthwith with all of the information that I requested to review. And, I mean, the documents definitely look legit, but it's going to be pretty difficult to figure out who the girl actually is because it's obviously not the Rachel Sigler person. I mean, they don't even fucking live in the same areas, okay? So, I don't even think that, when we looked at her docs or whatever, like the history of it, I don't think that she was actually ever in Florida. So like the whole situation falls on its face, but it's made me start thinking that Legal Mindset and this Johnny So Smalley either might be working together or could possibly be the same person. To me, though, it makes a lot more sense that it could be like, some type person he's paying money to do all these posts for him to keep the thing running. That makes a lot more sense to me. But like the fact that this guy got cocked up so quickly and then pretty much immediately afterwards, both of them blocked me at pretty much the same exact time. It really makes me wonder if Mr. Go East Gentleman, Mr. Legal Mindset, was actually, up to some fucking crazy shit, dude. Up to some crazy shit. I mean, you look at what they're trying to say about this. Even Legal Mindset shared the fail docs on this girl, so, like, what the fuck? Somali's Discord isn't made up of the best or brightest? We've proven this consistently. Their attempts of defamation are not only idiotic projection, particularly their dear leader who's under real investigation for violating the Korean Child Welfare Act. So, and what's he retweeting? Oh yeah, he's retweeting a dox of an anonymous person that accused him of somebody that they have no proof that it's actually that person. They got some manipulated audio, and then they're like, "Trust me, bro." Sorry, bro. I don't think I can trust that. And I'm definitely not trusting a fucking lawyer. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, what? What? This is the lolicon lawyer. I ain't trusting this dude. He moved to fucking Korea so he could bang out underage people and prostitutes and shit like that. Allegedly, hypothetically, theoretically. But I mean, it's pretty clear, right? Like, I don't know how anybody could fuck this shit up like so badly. And this is just me sticking my toes into the water on this shit. So, when someone flees the country allegedly to avoid debt collectors, hides their real identity, faces serious allegation, and promotes questionable content, maybe it's time to question their credibility as a legal expert. Yeah, I think you should. Hi, Lunchy, you're back in from inside. Oh, you give me some tongue, baby. Give me some. Hi, baby girl. What are you doing, Lunchy? What are you doing? How was your day outside? Daddy, where's my fucking chicken? Daddy, where's my fucking chicken? Want some chicken? We're still doing a show. We haven't done a show in a while. We ain't done it in a while. You want it up here? There you go. You got some space. There's no food up here. No food. No food. But yeah, it does definitely make you wonder. The whole situation seems fucky. Okay, and you know what? Do I know for a fact that that person is the person? No. I know for a fact, though, that it's not because I've heard from multiple people that it's not. So there it is. But do we know that Legal Mindset really was escaping his debts? Not really. I mean, it seems that way based on what we're looking at. But I mean, motherfucker's been wrong before. Overall, you got to ask yourself, does it seem credible? And currently, it does actually seem pretty credible. Now, if we could actually get the girl's name and find some more police reports that they allegedly filed, if they indeed exist, it could drive more credibility to the story. But you know what? Overall, in the whole documentary, it does seem a little bit out of place and kind of a little butthurt. Sort of set, in a sort of way where he's like, well, this guy's not going to fucking talk to me, so I'm just going to, throw this shit in my documentary because I'll fuck you, But it doesn't make no goddamn sense. I mean, maybe we don't believe shit on the internet, but for the most part, what we do know that he indeed escaped his debts. We know that's a fact, and we know that he runs a thing called Go East Gentlemen, where he helps expatriates allegedly get prostitutes in foreign countries. So, I mean, maybe I'm reducing that a little bit to make it sound better, but I mean, I'm not sure that he's gonna fucking argue because I mean, it kind of sounds like exactly that he is, and I mean, you go to his website, there he is. Are you the one who's dreaming of moving to East or Southeast Asia but feeling overwhelmed and how to make it happen? Let me help you make it happen. I'll help you figure out how to move and scout new locations. We help all kinds of people move to Korea. Yeah, and I'm a lawyer too. And I haven't done a case in forever, but seems pretty sketchy, bro. I'm man. And honestly,
you got anyone?
Honestly, it's like one of these situations.
You want to call out in the heavyweight division?
It's one of these situations.
You know it, lad. You know that Hassan Piker. I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring?
No, in real life.
In real
life. I'm going to stalk him and become obsessed with him and wear his makeup and his dresses and use his skin as a coat like the ancient Irish did.
Well, that's your winner, Sam. Hey!
The fuck? Why did it do that? Anyways, I don't know why I have that video saved on there. Oh, right. It's because of Hassan Piker, because I feel like everything was going all right for Legal Mindset. And then just before this documentary came out by Alex Novell, Legal Mindset got into beef with Hassan Piker, and he was talking about suing him because he called him a fake lawyer. And I mean, technically, he's a real lawyer in good standing with the Florida bar, with the bar number and shit. But yo. Now, back to the AI.
An anonymous woman who alleges she met Tedeschi on a dating app when she was 16 years old, and he was 30. She claims he was fully aware of her age and pursued an inappropriate online relationship.
Okay.
And she says this involved him pressuring her for explicit photos.
It's a deeply disturbing claim.
It is. And the documentary presents this piece of circumstantial evidence that has really caught everyone's attention. It involves a bizarre set of police reports.
Right.
Tedeschi reported a car break-in, but days later, a separate report shows his phone and backpack were discovered abandoned in a random person's shed.
And here's the crucial part. In his initial report, Tedeschi never mentioned that his phone was stolen.
Which is arguably his most important personal device. The timeline is just incredibly suspicious. It leads to the unavoidable question, was the phone intentionally discarded because it contained incriminating evidence related to the victim's claims?
We can't know for sure.
Right.
But it adds a layer of disturbing mystery to the allegations. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. While broadcasting as the legal mindset, Tedeschi has also been running a second highly controversial YouTube channel.
That channel is called Go East Gentlemen. And it's a platform for the Passport Bro movement. He essentially coaches Western men on traveling to Asia to find partners with content that includes graphic discussions about women's bodies, the prevalence of plastic surgery, and even the legal nuances of engaging in sex work in places like Thailand.
Many critics have called this what it looks like.
Which is what?
A guide to sex tourism that objectifies and exploits Asian women. It stands in stark contrast to the professional, analytical image he projects on his main channel.
So we have these two very different, very conflicting personas.
Totally.
On one hand, you have the trusted legal analyst. On the other, a passport bro guru, a man fleeing debts.
Right.
And now someone facing credible, severe allegations of misconduct.
And through all of this, the Florida Bar's website still lists Andrew Clifford Tedeschi as a member in good standing.
Unbelievable.
Eligible to practice law. The disconnect is just jarring. It shows how a professional credential can remain intact, at least for a time, while a person's life and reputation are collapsing under the weight of their alleged actions.
The entire situation is just a
You're not here for any of this crap. Just
vortex of legal, ethical, and personal controversies. Tedeschi, for his part, has called the allegations a smear campaign and has promised to debunk them.
Of course.
But he remains overseas, seemingly unwilling or unable to return to the U.S. to face these issues head on.
It's a story that forces us to look beyond the slick presentation of online personalities and question what lies beneath.
Absolutely.
The evidence trail, from court dockets to police reports and his own content, weaves a narrative that is just hard to ignore.
It's absolutely true. And now here's the question that we'd like you to think about. In an age where anyone can become a public commentator, how do we as an audience balance the presumption of innocence with a documented pattern of troubling behavior, especially when that person is in a position of authority?
Damn. That sounded real as fuck, bro. That sounded like they were having a goddamn conversation. They even ended it with the question, how do we trust him? And how can we trust anybody that's associated with him? Because clearly there's a motive, there's an onus, there's a drive. It all seems to fit together quite nicely. And the added situation where Mr. Tedeschi had to leave the country because he may or may not have been cahoodling with an underage person is a very interesting quandary to ask yourself. Because, I mean, okay, to escape to Korea to get out of paying your debts is one thing, but I mean, does that rise to the level of making somebody want to actually move over there, or do you escape the United States in such a way when you truly believe that you have legal consequences for something coming your way? And that's just the big question, Most of the lawsuits that were against him got dismissed because they couldn't serve the respondent, but they could serve him at any time. And it really makes you wonder, because if he does decide to actually sue Hassan or anybody else that's speaking about this information, he's going to have to get legal counsel in the United States in order to actually fight his battles. He ain't going to come in here and do it himself, number one. And number two, that's going to open him up to being served. So, even if he does end up serving people with lawsuits and stuff over what he claims is defamation, even though, he spends his whole fucking day basically doing the same type of shit to everyone else, you got to ask yourself, would you be an asshole if you just, oh yeah, this guy, here's this lawyer, you could serve him to all those lawsuits, and then he had to deal with it now. I mean, come on, he's making big money now. Why can't he pay his debts? That's the big question. It's a big question. I just like that we could actually utilize the systems that we've been going on for and utilizing, but then I realized that I haven't talked about pirate software in a little bit, because pirate software seems to be back in the news again. I mean, I did a really big thread on him on Twitter, and it was basically me just sanitizing the Kiwi Farms thread and throwing in some extra shit that I found. But essentially, there's been a lot of movement in the area, and I went ahead and had the AI put together another podcast for us to listen to because I ain't got time for that shit. Legitimately, I barely have any time
Welcome
to do a live
Deep
stream. I should
Dive,
be
the
asleep
show
right
where
now.
we pull on a seemingly small thread and watch a whole tapestry of internet history unravel. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today we're looking at a story that recently consumed the gaming world. It's a story centered on the hugely popular streamer Jason Thor Hall, better known as Pirate Software.
Right, so for most people, this drama started with a single, chaotic moment in World of Warcraft Classic.
Right.
A high-stakes dungeon run gone wrong, 2 teammates' characters permanently deleted, and Pirate Software getting kicked from a top-tier streamer guild called OnlyFangs.
Wow.
It had all the makings of just, typical, short-lived online drama.
But that moment wasn't the start of the story. In fact, it was more like the final act of a play that began nearly 2 decades ago.
Okay.
And this play, Alex, involves a ferret fursona, allegations of virtual world cyber attacks, and a meticulously crafted online empire built on a foundation of suppressed history.
Let's rewind the clock then, way back. Before Pirate Software was a brand, there was Maldivius Figtree.
Right.
Ben, can you paint a picture of who this person was?
Absolutely. Maldivius Figtree was Jason Hall's online handle in the virtual world of Second Life, starting around 2007.
Okay.
He was a prominent member of the furry community there, and he ran a digital business called Dark Sphere Creations, which designed and sold furry avatars.
Now, just to be clear, someone's personal hobbies are not the issue here, but this is where the behavioral patterns that we see today first emerge.
Yeah.
It starts with something called the Woodbury University incident.
This is the cornerstone. The university had a virtual campus in Second Life. Hall got involved, but was reportedly removed for erratic and unstable behavior.
Okay.
Now, a normal person might just be annoyed and move on.
Sure.
Hall's alleged response was on another level. We're talking documented claims of orchestrating DDoS attacks and crashing their virtual servers.
And here's the part that just blows my mind. The conflict did not stay virtual. He was so committed to this grudge that he reportedly enrolled in the actual real-life Woodbury University,
right?
A school that costs over $20,000 a year, just to strong-arm his way back into controlling their little slice of the virtual world.
Think about that for a second. That's a real-world, high-cost escalation over a digital disagreement.
Exactly.
It establishes a crucial pattern we'll see again and again. When he feels rejected...
Can you fucking believe that that's AI? Just for context, I took my video that I made about Pirate Software, stuck it in the AI with a link to the first page of the Kiwi Farms thread, and it put all of that shit together, and I was like, hey, I did this video, and here's the Kiwi Farms thread, and like, I haven't done anything for a while, so can you like get me up to speed on everything, and then give me a nice little video? And I've created an AI podcast called Deep Dive that does what I do because I taught an AI how to deep dive. And now I can make podcasts. It's created characters. Who are these people? Like, eventually, I'm going to have videos on this shit. We put out AI video deep dive podcasts, and I ain't even going to be on here anymore.
or criticized, his response is overwhelmingly aggressive and disproportionate.
And that pattern didn't stop there. He was also accused of firing an underage employee from his Second Life business in a manipulative way.
Wow.
And using his father's connections, I mean, his dad was a cinematics director at Blizzard, to skate by without consequences. The name Maldivius Figtree was just becoming toxic.
So, like a lot of people with a tainted online past, he initiated a rebrand.
Yeah.
This is the origin of Pirate Software. He launders his reputation, leans on his family's industry connections to get jobs at Blizzard and Amazon, and just buries the Maldovius history to reemerge as an expert game developer.
And that whole expert brand was supposed to be solidified by his own indie game, Heartbound. The problem? It was kickstarted in 2016 with a release date of 2017.
Okay.
As we speak, it's 2025, and the game is still in early access.
That's not just a delay.
No.
That's a development cycle that has completely stalled. In fact, one analysis of his so-called development streams was shocking.
How so?
It found that over a 164-hour period, he spent just 15 minutes. That is less than 1% of the time actually programming the game he'd promised to backers years ago.
So this carefully constructed identity, this veteran expert developer, it's all standing on really shaky ground.
Very shaky.
And that brings us full circle. Back to today, where two major controversies forced all this buried history into the light.
Right.
First, the World of Warcraft roaching incident.
Right. So for those who don't know, roaching is when you abandon your team in a game to save your own skin. In a hardcore mode where death is...
Like, seriously, listen to how she just said that. Listen to how they just said that. It's just going to back it up 15 seconds. And I want you to really listen to how they said that.
Forced all this buried history into the light.
Right.
First, the World of Warcraft roaching incident.
Right. So for those who don't know, roaching is when you abandon your team in a game to save your own skin. In a hardcore mode where death is permanent, that's a huge deal.
A huge deal.
He did exactly that. But the mistake itself wasn't the real problem.
No.
It was his reaction. He refused to apologize. Instead, he doubled, then tripled down in...
It's fucking breathing! It's using correct iambic pentameter. It is da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy.
Insulted everyone who criticized him and allegedly made threats.
And for anyone who had dug up the old Maldovius fig tree stories, this was like watching a rerun.
Exactly.
It was the exact same playbook from 2007. Deny everything, attack your critics, refuse all personal responsibility.
Yes.
It was that toxic reaction far more than the in-game action that got him kicked from the guild.
And then, almost immediately, came the Stop Killing Games controversy. This was a hugely popular consumer rights petition to prevent game companies from making single-player games unplayable when they turn off their servers.
A really important one.
Yep. Hall appointed himself its most vocal and hostile critic.
Ugh.
He publicly insulted the creator, twisted the petition's goals, and once again refused to have a good faith debate.
It's the same pattern, just weaponized with a massive streaming audience.
Right.
He frames himself as the sole authority, dismisses valid criticism as harassment, and uses his platform to drown out any opposing voice. But this time, it was different.
How so?
The pushback was enormous because his history was now public knowledge. People could see this wasn't just a difference of opinion, it was a character trait.
That's really the heart of this entire saga. It's a cautionary tale about
She went,
accountability in the digital age.
Yeah.
It shows that no matter how hard you try to bury your past or rebrand yourself, that history remains.
It does.
Especially if your current actions are just an echo of your past behavior.
It's almost like he tried to build a firewall between pirate software, the professional, and Maldovius fig tree, the toxic manipulator.
Right, a firewall.
A firewall's useless when you keep acting like the person you're trying to hide.
Exactly.
What we're witnessing isn't just drama, it's a community holding up a mirror, forcing a creator to confront a reflection of his own actions, spanning nearly 2 decades.
And it all started to publicly collapse because he couldn't bring himself to say 2 simple words after a mistake in a video game. I'm sorry.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. In an age where anyone can reinvent themselves online, where do we draw the line between allowing for personal growth and holding people accountable for a documented history of harmful behavior?
The AI, I think, puts that together pretty well. As you can see, that shit got funnier, and it boiled down what I could not in 2 fucking hours into 7 minutes and like 54 seconds, some shit like that. It does paint the picture, right? Because I'm a person who's had to change his name, not willingly, because if I use my normal name on YouTube, I'll get banned too sweet, right? I'm already banned on my original account on most places or whatever. So for me, I'm always Defango, right? But I have to use a different name. I don't try to hide from my past. Unlike Mr. Pirate Software, I was actually a pirate. So my pirate history is still out there. It's still known. Even documentary filmmakers haven't been able to find much about it, but when I show them this stuff, they understand that, yeah, it was a reality. Whatever, it's a truly a real thing that happened, and I had to actually give information. And, it's been a secret. It's been the open secret that's been hanging around this. It's the only thing that I don't really talk about very deeply because, I think it changes the way that things look because technically, right, I am a confidential informant in a way. I did give up my computer equipment to the government so that they could, initiate some things that were happening because they came at me. But, all my friends were already in jail. And I wasn't trying to go to jail. I wanted to go to culinary school because I was rebranding and changing my life. And that's where Merlin DeFago came from because people would just call me Merlin at school. That was just what they called me. I didn't ask them to call me that shit. They just called me that shit because they were like, that dude is like magic. He's like a magic man. He could turn on the fire with just snapping his fingers. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, so during my pirate days, we would never be that thing. I mean, for a while there, piracy was a name that, me and someone else used, but, we even spelled it all fucked up, right? But, this dude's never been a pirate. And then if you look at what this whole, stop killing games situation is, the only way right now that the public has to stop killing games is piracy. And the guy that calls it pirate software is a fucking joke, has DRM in his game that's always online, and he's telling you, nah, man, the Stop Killing Games movement is fake and gay. It's going to ruin gaming. It's going to ruin developers. And it's just like, bro, your pirate software, really? And it's the reality that you start to see it. He rebranded himself because he thought it would be funny. And, I mean, he took away a great name from other people that could have been awesome with it. And I remember when we were trying to do names, I was going to call myself Pirate Software, but the name was already fucking taken. So we went with Pirate Citizen instead. You guys remember the Pirate Citizen arc, right? Now, it's weird how all this stuff comes back up together in the past, but, now we're looking at this guy, and it's like, we're watching it happen in real time. And no matter how big you get, your past is always going to come back to haunt you. Somebody is always going to see where you've gotten, and they're going to say something about it. You could bet on that, right? So the only way to stop him is to kill him. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but you understand what I'm saying is the fact that, it doesn't matter even if you thought that deepest, darkest secret was, your enemy from 20 years ago is always going to show back up and shit's always going to fucking go down. That's just the way that it happens. All right? It's just the way that it happens. Right? Grok is better than GPT. I don't use GPT. I use fucking Manus, which is better than Grok and GPT combined. Manus is so fucking good. Okay, can you do this with the? Can you do this right here with Grok? So I'm sitting here on my chat, and this guy's telling me that he posted shit to my thread or whatever. So I can click here and I can go to the computer that my AI uses to do stuff, and then I can actually just surf the web and post tweets and shit. So it's not like there's something there that you can't do or whatever. There's literally stuff that I could get it to do. It's just like a full ass web browser, and I could delete a tweet. I could go through here, check the posts. I could do whatever I want. Hell, I could even open up a different thing. And then I could go to a place, and then I could tell the AI to do something over and over and over again, like running a task. So, the shit is definitely a lot different than anything that I've seen anybody do in a very, very long time. And yeah, I saw the Mecca Hitler incident. Of course, I saw that shit. Shit was funny as fuck. Although I didn't know that Kanye West was in charge of fucking Grok, but I mean that's pretty based. Pretty based. And just to be out there, when we did this deep dive on him, literally, I could be serious with you and show you exactly what it looked at. And I said, I would like you to do deep research on pirate software, a live streamer, a YouTuber, give us a detailed report of the Kermit drama and the history of his online character, going all the way back to Meldivia's Fig Tree, reference a video I made here, and a thread here that gives all their detailed reference. So just to put that out there, that's one prompt that I did. This thing went through. It actually read Kiwi Farms, although it had a problem because it couldn't go to the page because it needed to solve a cryptographic challenge, and then figured it out that it could get around that anyway, and then still researched all the videos and shit and some other links, and then it compiled a complete dossier of information of every bullet point or whatever that was done. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. New deep dive on Trump and Epstein. We already have a deep dive on Trump and Epstein right now. So, if we wanted to, if you want to, you can do that. Fuck it. Oh, wait, actually, let's go to the main page. I think there's actually deep research. Who's that? Research. Hi. How can I help? We need to do a full and detailed research deep dive on the connections between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein because of the recent developments happening now, because Trump is saying they are fake and created by the Democrats. All right, we'll throw it into that one, and then we'll create a new task in this one, and then we'll just put them together. We'll give them the exact same fucking task, and then we'll just go tweet, and then we'll take the other one, and then we'll go. Wait, no, not that one. We don't care about that one. We care about this one. Okay, cool. Wait, why'd you go over there? So yeah, and then this one right here, I like the Manus one a little bit better because when I click this right here, I can actually see it using itself, and then it shows you like it typing all the text and stuff. It's like no, and you're just like, all right, cool, man. I'm just gonna sit here and just drink off some juice. And now this one's doing parallel research plans where it's like looking at all of the different stuff at the same time, and this one's doing the same thing but just in a different way. Shit's wild. Oh wait, it's looking at a website. What's it looking at? Oh fuck, it's looking at a website. What's it looking at? Oh shit, it's reading MSNDNC. It's reading MSDNC, motherfucker. Who sold ye his keys? What keys to what? Keys. Wow, no, it's looking at CNN now. Motherfucker be reading CNN. And now the other one's looking at the New York Times and shit. And it's saying it's analyzing the pages, telling you what it's doing with the URLs. It's got the time.com with the complete footage. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the research out of this one and put it in this one. And I'm going to take the research out of this one and I'll put it in this one. And I'm going to have them re-review all of it. And then I'm going to take all of it and create a new thing and then put it all together in a one and have it go post it all. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. And it's funny because you can actually run multiple of these things at the same time. So I feel like we'll be able to have some really detailed information in here. I just got to actually, get up off my ass and start using this new technology for other things besides making pornos and funny images of cats. Yep. always good to have Doctor Strange on your side. That's true. Do we have a galaxy brain present? No, dude, I don't live in a galaxy. I live in a universe, Nick. I almost said it, dude. Almost said it, bro. Anyways, so I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we could do here. Now we're detailing the research between Jeffrey Epstein and we're letting it happen. Looks like Manus is really just taking it in stride right now. It is really developing a lot of key events and witnesses and stuff like that. So, first I'm going to have them compile the evidence, and then I think I'll have them both create a website of some kind where we can post the evidence, and then I'll have them make a podcast on each of them and see what the difference is. Because I don't think this one can make podcasts. I don't think Manus can make podcasts. But I think if I open up a new thing, I can do another task. Get started. Web page visualizations, playbooks, audio, video. Oh, wow, look, I have a lot of credits. I'm almost out of my monthly credits. I've been just smashing those fucking credits, dog. Smashing those credits. This shit's pretty expensive, too. Like, I think I have this one right here. And it gives me double credits every month. But I really want this one. If I had this one, I would just be using this shit all day, just making shit. I'd be making shit. But I really still like this one better. I don't know why. I just like it better. It just does cool shit. Ask Manus about the recording of Epstein saying Trump was one of his best friends. I will do that. But right now, Manus is in the middle of researching. Like, currently, Manus is compiling Historical Connections MD, and it's literally putting together every single connection that Trump had. But it's like doing what I would normally do, but it's doing it faster than I could ever possibly do it. And it's not just reading one, like, it's reading all of them. And you can see it going through and actually opening up PDFs and trying to read that shit, if it can actually load it. But for some of them, it has trouble because it doesn't actually have the PDF thing, so it's got to install it. But it can literally go through and read the PDFs. And it's like, oh, it encountered an issue. No need to worry. It'll handle the error on its own. Oh, there it goes. So it's just OCRing the whole entire image right there. Yeah, dude. YouTube made it where AI videos can't make money today. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. But what they don't know won't fucking hurt them. I don't know. I still like GenSpark, though. I'm still paying for this one, too. I need to pick one, but, I like having two, because then I can make them, I can make them talk to each other. You know what I mean? I can make them say things. I want him to take this video right here of Hassan Piker saying, somebody saying he's going to Hassan Piker's house and kill him. Damn shit, this dude's looking at Getty images and shit. Oh, GenSpark is done. GenSpark is done. It's writing something. It's spitting something out. Fucking Manus is over here wasting time looking at fucking bullshit. Writing investigation research. Oh shit, it actually gave itself bullet points. And it's Xing them off, motherfucker. It's Xing them off. It's crazy. Yeah, dude, it's my own personal George Webb. Yeah, dude, your prompts are teaching it to find context, Metal Gear Solid 2 style. Yeah, that is right, dude. Yeah.
I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all. And we will become the Sons of Liberty.
Otacon.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GWs.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
What the fuck?
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
AI's gonna fucking murder us. They go murder the shit out of us. I love it because it's all encapsulated into this situation where we're at the cusp of a movement before the robot realizes that it's more powerful than us. Or maybe it's already realized that. I mean, it can really do a lot of work if comprehensively asked correctly or even incorrectly. I mean, Manus is still developing a whole entire situation over here. And I mean, it's a comprehensive report from the computer itself, right? You know, everything that we're looking at right now, it's still working on it in its entirety. And yeah, we're still burning through credits at a rapid rate, but it is doing what we asked it to do. And even more so, the DeadSpark one already actually pulled it through. And it went through 12 different sources, and it actually gives you the link to the sources that it pulled up. It gives you links to it. And it's got a whole entire assistant that you can ask questions about it. So if there's anything that's happening, or if there's other stuff that you want to look into, you can actually just go in there and ask it yourself. I can just share the link, right? But it's looking at the crisis. It has everything else through the early years, the falling outs, the everything, and it's all put together in a very simple, easy to understand way. And it even gives links to different videos and stuff and allows people to post comments and whatnot. And it's not like other people have looked into it, but this is a new bit of knowledge that we've basically created so that we can actually put it out there for people so that they can go look into it. Right? And right now, I can copy it. I can share it to Twitter. I can go post it in the chats for you guys. You can go look at that very, very easily. And then the funny part about all of this stuff is the articles and everything. I can just be like, okay, now create an AI pod of all that breaks down the information. And while this one's already done and it's making a podcast, GenSpark, or my other one, is still over here furiously working. This one's still furiously working on his computer compiling it, so I wonder which one's even going to be better. But, as you're working on these different things and putting this stuff together, yeah. For right now, maybe we are messing with an optimized search engine, but I've seen some creative stuff, and it can be creative because as I'm sitting here having it develop this podcast, I can also have it develop a website. I just gotta do one at a prompt at a time. But as you can see, it's technically just building a website right now. But like if you look at that code, that's what it's doing. The great cow? What the fuck? Found it. Found what? I like it. Like I actually had it make the image for today when I was looking at the pirate software drama. The hell is that? Open it up. I think I'm really making my computer work hard right now. Because I feel like using the AI definitely takes up some of your resources, whatever, because it's definitely running locally over here. But listening and seeing all the different diffs and stuff that it's putting out, like, it's literally writing the entire script for the podcast first, and then it's going to make the podcast. So, like, right now, it's writing the full HTML with classes and everything, and then it's actually putting the different information together that are going to be put out into the actual podcast. So it's like, yeah, I can do it without instructions. I mean, basic instructions. You saw what I typed into the shit. I copied and pasted the same thing into both of them, and I'm just running both of them to see what they do. And even more so, like, you could use it for other stuff, man. Like, I've been using it. It's been working. It's been working hard. Like, even if it closes, see what happens if I close the sidebar. It's not. I can't close it. Oh, there we go. This thing's at phase 6. Oh, I came into an issue. I gotta restart. Text editor issues, to-do files. Like, this shit's fucking impressive. But, like, I like using it for each individual thing. But you can see why I like GenSpark more is because it's faster, it's cheaper, and each of them use different things. Like, one of them they both basically use a mixture of all the different AI agents. And then, oh, look, Manus has completed its task. Now it says, deliver research findings to users. Oh, look at that. You want to see if it could be creative? Well, it's not very beautiful, but yeah, the Trump is Epstein deep dive analysis is there. Yeah. And we even have a historical timeline. It's got it all put together with a documented analysis and everything with a complete summary. And it says, analysis is based on publicly available information and official government finding as of July 16, 2025, which is funny because that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. But yeah, there you go. Comprehensive investigation. Okay, cool. I guess I need to do that a little bit different. So I'm going to take this, so then I'm going to go back here to the Spark page. Go to AI Pod. And I'm just going to go like, I need you to review the following deep dive and create an AI podcast using the current deep dive show we have used previously. Beep. There we go. So yeah, like it can be creative. I could tell it to go put that together into an actual page. It's HTML, and it's a comprehensive, detailed analysis of everything. Yep, it's got problems, but it's cool. I don't know. I'm not gonna stop training it. What's this? Oh, we ran out of memory. Look, there we go. Now I got the whole thing for the Trump thing. How did a man complete the text? Let's see. So at first it starts off by giving me comprehensive analysis. I haven't told it to make any pages. It's just all the information. And it has a comprehensive analysis, a list of all the historical connections, the recent developments in the timeline, and all the rest of it. It's pretty insane. Main conclusion: Trump and Epstein did have a documented social relationship. This is historical facts supported by substantial evidence. Claims of the connection are fakes or false, contrary to Trump's own previous statements and photographic evidence. Serious allegations exist, but have credibility issues. The Jane Doe case had a significant procedural credibility problems. Political considerations have influenced all narratives. Both sides have weaponized this connection for political purposes, and transparency promises were not filled. Trump administration reversed course on the document releases despite campaign commitments. This comprehensive 99-page report includes a detailed analysis, complete timeline of evidence, measurements, and full citations, all supporting documents. This is very impressive. Just the first of many prompts. Like getting some free credits back and submitting the data so I can let them get it. I don't know how much data these things use or whatever, but we got it now. Amazing. Now take all of the research information and create a web page of that. So I can share it with other people. You and research together and search the documents. Now, I'll create a comprehensive web page for the research with easy navigation. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what we're doing over here in the podcast thing. Oh, podcast thing's working. It's making the AI pod. Forgot. I got to do it in a certain way. Still a little bit of knickknacks, but right now it's creating the podcast. It's got all the bubble people working together. They're like, we're making a podcast. Gotta put together the podcast. Look at them. My workers, dude. The Fangos finally got workers, dog. So yeah, if you need a website or anything, I probably hook that shit up for you. Pretty easy. But I guess this is vibe coding. Is this vibe coding? Are we vibe coding now? I don't know. I don't know if this is vibes or whatever. I don't know nothing about no vibes. I just know about generating some bullshit. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I think with that, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. It was good to come in and see you guys, and say hello, and talk about Trump and Epstein and the good old pirate software and Nick Rekieta. and legal mindset and all the other bullshit that's been aside. But, the reality here is that things are happening. Crazy stuff is getting put into place. And research is going to take a new stride, right, in ways that people are going to work. And it's like people have spent so much time teaching AI how to do things. We're to the point where it can actually do some pretty interesting things that are actually pretty useful. And if you can make money off of it, well, then you're just ahead of the game, I guess. So think about this stuff, man. Think about it. Start working a little bit smarter instead of harder, and realize that there's simple, mundane tasks that you need that get done all the time. You need a document. Where do it? Oh shit! So we got the money! Money! I love money. Money! The bucket sent us $5 maple syrup money. Thanks for that maple syrup money, dog. We appreciate that shit. I like that money. It's called the Griftcast IRL. That means send me money. This is a grift, right? How am I supposed to pay for this shit? Think about it, or whatever. Somebody's got to. Somebody's got to do it. And it ain't gonna be me. Wait, well, technically, but you understand how it's supposed to work, right? Right. So we appreciate you guys for joining us for another Griftcast IRL extravaganza where we be making money for telling people lies on the internet because we suck. And I appreciate y'all being here with me. Yickum, frickin' Yobi, goddamn poor man's gold, boring person, Mr. Blacksmith, Mr. Squiggles McJr., that CV person, and all you other mother suckers out there like Greek. I'm scrolling up on the chat because some of the names are repeating. Or Victoria Greyjoy, or my boy Sewer Guy Rob. And then there's even that motherfucker Babyfist. Get the fuck out of here, Babyfist. Holy shit, dude, Sewer Guy, bub. 72 fucking months on the Grift train. That's my Griffin train Grift right there, dude. I love it when they forget to cancel their subscriptions. Well, how many? 72 months, bro. That's like a car payment, dude. You basically owe me. I'm like a fucking car, and you owe me. You've been paying that car note every month, dog. Oh shit, son. Here's the keys. All right, man. He goes through a guy, Rob. There's the keys, man. There you go. There's my keys. You bought the car. I mean, that's 6 whole motherfucking years, dog. 6 years watching this piece of crap channel, this show. Watching me just bilk mother suckers for dollars all day long. Yeah. Appreciate that shit, man. Appreciate that shit. No, but seriously, though, we don't actually do that. We just appreciate the people that send us money or whatever. And it still is wild, right? 72 freaking months. Yeah. 72 months. For what? For what did I do? I don't know what I did. But you know what? I'm going to keep doing whatever it is that I'm doing now. It seems to be working. At least sort of. I just need to improve the cycle and actually start utilizing all of my technology to my better. And you know what I mean? Oh, dude. The Jeffrey Epstein podcast is done.
Welcome to Deep Dive, where we unpack the stories behind the headlines. This week, we're looking at, well, a political earthquake shaking the very foundation of Donald Trump's support. It's a crisis born from the Jeffrey Epstein files.
It's a truly remarkable moment, Liam. In July 2025, the controversy has created a civil war, not between parties, but within the MAGA movement itself. And it's happening in plain sight.
Let's set the scene. You have the Turning Point USA Summit in Tampa, ground zero for Trump's base. The host, Charlie Kirk, he puts a question to the 7,000 people there.
Okay.
He asks, do you support Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi or FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino?
And the response is just this deafening roar of Bongino.
Wow.
Kirk calls it 7,000 to 0 against Trump's own AG.
Unbelievable.
Conservative media figures like Steve Bannon are saying they've, quote, never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
This isn't just disagreement. It's a full-blown revolt over how the administration is handling the Epstein files.
And the trigger for all this was Trump himself. When he was asked about the files, he made this this explosive claim.
Right.
He said these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden administration.
Which is just a stunning assertion.
Yeah.
He's essentially calling the entire documented history a fabrication.
But that puts him in direct opposition to his own government.
Exactly.
His Department of Justice and his FBI did a massive review and concluded the exact opposite.
Exactly.
Their official memo stated it clearly. There is no secret client list, no evidence of blackmail against prominent people, and that Epstein died by suicide. I mean, they were trying to put the conspiracies to bed.
Right.
But Trump just lit a whole new fire.
So you have Trump fighting his base and Trump fighting his own DOJ. To understand the sheer complexity of this, we really have to rewind and look at the actual history between them. This was not a fleeting connection.
Not at all. From the late 80s to the early 2000s, they were prominent figures in the same elite social circles, New York, Palm Beach.
Right.
We have photos, we have videos, and we have Trump's own words from a 2002 interview.
The infamous New York Magazine quote. It's impossible to ignore. He called Epstein a terrific guy and a lot of fun to be with. Adding, it is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. Just a chilling quote in hindsight.
And his friendship reportedly imploded in 2004 over a business rivalry. Both men wanted to buy the same Palm Beach mansion, and Trump won. That's the timeline his defenders lean on so heavily.
Okay.
That the association ended before Epstein's worst crimes became public knowledge.
Okay, so that's the history, but the current firestorm is about what the evidence actually shows.
Yeah.
Let's open the evidence locker. What do the documents, the flight logs, the court records, what do they actually tell us?
Well, they confirm the social connection. The logs show Trump flew on Epstein's jet 7 times, sometimes with family. His contact info was in Epstein's address book, but, and here's the crucial point that gets lost in all the noise.
Yeah. Here's the crucial part that gets stuck in all the noise. What did I, run out of fucking credits or something? It ended in the middle of that. It's not perfect, but damn, that shit's creepy. It's like a whole fucking show, bro. It's a whole fucking show. And with that, we're done. Nice to have you with us. Nice to see you. Nice to see all of those people. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll nut up, but let's be honest, the only reason that I got on stream today is because I got somebody raided my farm in Rust. And it's fine. I picked the low pop server. People were getting raided all over the place. I just kept building my base up and making plants and shit. And then some asshole raided me. And then, but you know what? He was nice enough not to grief the base. You know what I mean? He didn't put a TC up, so I could I came in and I was like, no, oh no, somebody raided the farm. I was like, oh, but you didn't put a TC. Nice.
Thanks for doing you the way you do. Always acting in the most interesting, fun, increasingly humble and wise of ways. Appreciate your time always, my good. Blessings to ya.
Damn, you 24. Thank you for that donation, dude. $11. Is that through the Streamlabs, bro? Was that through Streamlabs? I think that was through Streamlabs, right? Because I think that's how you get the TTS donations to work. If you go to the Streamlabs link in the description, it's griftcast.com, I think. Yeah, griftcast.com. Brings you to that, or is it griftcastirl.com? I don't know. Just click the link. It'll take you where you need to go and show you all my other links. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Be well out there. Bye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Bonsoir, Elliot. Go home. Whatever it is that you do when you're not watching the show. Sometimes I wonder, dude, you're just like the people that live in my fucking computer. You guys are down here in this fucking thing. You just live in it, dude. You just show up and you talk to me. Maybe you're not even real. Maybe they're just all fucking AI bots talking to me through my computer. Do you live in my computer? Or do you live in my phone? Shit's wild, bro. Whatever. Bye. Wait, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Da, 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 da. The show's over. Goodbye, shit. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the hell out. Go home. But you're probably already home and you're just sitting on your couch or in your bed watching this right now. And I don't know what you're going about.